All right, so I want to address something that Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Coon, the bootlicking, buck dancing Uncle Tom that he is, that J.R. Smith called him, rightfully so, for his idiotic claim about hoodies and how it would make white people uneasy. He did an excellent job today at pivoting. He ended a segment where he wanted to sneak diss and address Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and J.R. Smith. It was a clear sneak diss, talking about how soft the new generation of players are. I will say this. The new generation of basketball players are way too buddy-buddy for me. I grew up in a different era. I grew up in the defensive era of basketball. And, you know, I used to watch the Oakleys of the world, the Barkleys of the world. And these guys were rough and target guys, man. There was dudes, nose bloodied. None of this finesse shit, all right? You know, even the guys who were finesse players, like Michael Jordan, had a toughness and grit about them, had a mean streak, and that's also what made them ultra competitive. But I'm getting away from what I wanted to talk about. He tried to use the excuse and pretty much call them all soft and dead, and, you know, and try to act and portray as if he's hard. Stephen A. Smith pretty much lifted up his skirt today, and he, again, being a sneak dissing pussy, because that's what he is. He's a sneak dissing pussy who could never address these guys face to face, and he knows it. And he knew that J.R. Smith was a real one, and he knew he couldn't continue on with just sitting up there calling them out by name. He wanted to make sure he could get in and get out and come out unscathed. Dog, you got Donkey of the Day yesterday. You need to get Donkey of the Day today again, because you are a fucking idiot. And you're such a self-hating black man. It is so obvious that all you want to do is have and beat down and terrorize black men, black professional men, because you like the response and the adoration you get from your white audience. And that's a fact. You're in a sunken place, all right? Your hairline is getting worse by the day, all right? That shit reminds me of, like, Stranger Things. Anybody watch Stranger Things? And they would talk about how the upside down was infecting your hairline, bruh, is literally disintegrating like the upside down, man. Like, that shit is just horrid. And I want to also sit there and corner you about your whole claim that the players are soft, which is why they're reacting. Okay? First of all, you with Kevin Durant, everybody and anybody who knew what was going on behind the scenes knew that you and Kevin Durant does not like your ass. He never gave you the respect you felt because you was trying to get in cool with him, and he knew you were a snaky motherfucker, and he never wanted you around. That's one. That's why you went there with Kevin Durant. And he had the right to chin check you. Everybody knows you're a fucking snake. That's why you're sitting up there. You can't get into certain inner circles in the NBA. Ever notice that about Stephen A? Why he only knows, oh, I know somebody's brother, cousin, mother. That because he can't get no closer. Stephen A is like a fucking catfish at the bottom of the fish tank. Don't be fooled by him. Oh, my sources say I've been covering basketball. No, people know you're a snake, bruh. Everybody knows you're a snake. All right? And you stab people in the back. And then for you to sit there and take a cheap shot at LeBron about a beef that he was having between Barkley, that was between those two men. There you go. This is exactly why LeBron ain't never let you in his inner circle. So, and you're still fuming about that. Man, you don't know shit, Stephen A. You may know basketball stats. You may be able to be entertaining, but you don't know, man. And to let you know, to completely kill your whole, well, it's a different era of basketball players and a different type of basketball. No, motherfucker, what's different is social media. Now they can connect. You don't think that Charles Barkley had issues with sports writers back in the day? And the shit was said? Michael Jordan came out and said he had certain issues with certain writers and certain people. And who you think you fooling, man? You know for a fact you got caught saying some dumbass coonery shit. And you got called out on it. And now this is you trying to save face. I'm gone.